Welcome to Geegeez.co.uk, the home of the best free race cards on the net. To access the race cards, click the Racecards link in the menu bar. From here, you'll be presented with a list of all of today's race cards. Now, simply choose the race that you're interested in and click the link. Clicking on a race brings up the card for that race. The race details are along the top: the time, the name, the value to the winner, class, distance and the number of runners, as well as the going. Geegeez uses a tab system to keep things neat and tidy in its race cards. Currently there are 4 tabs: cards, results, full horse form and race analysis, with more planned. Let's look at each in more detail. First, the cards tab. The cards in Geegeez are similar to most established race cards, but with a few key differences. To return to the original race card order, simply click the hash at the top of the first column. To drill down on the horse, trainer or jockey, simply click on the horse name, trainer name or jockey name. This will open a further window with full detailed breakdown. I'll talk about this in a minute. Each runner has a series of icons by its name. The first 3 are graphic icons, and they show a horse, a jockey and a trainer. Clicking on these icons displays inline form, the horse's most recent runs, the jockey's track record and the trainer's record. You'll also see a small number to the right hand side. This is the number of days since the horse last ran. CD relates to a course and distance winner. D is a distance winner. C is a course winner. And the C and D in separate boxes means the horse has won at the course and also at the distance, but not over the course and distance. Where the jockey names are concerned, if you see a superscript number at the end of the name, that is the jockey's claim. So for instance, in this case, J. Haynes is claiming £5. On the right hand side are the odds and 2 yellow boxes for each horse. The first is a bet box. Clicking on that will take you directly through to the bet slip for the bookmaker offering the best odds on your fancy. Clicking on the tip box will take you directly to our in-house tipping league, where you can win hundreds in prizes each month. Let's now look at the other tabs, starting with race analysis. The race analysis report, or RA for short, is designed to help you see at a glance those horses with the most likely profile in a race. It can be sorted by win or place by clicking the radio buttons in the top left corner. And it shows the form of all runners in the race on today's going, class, course, distance and in today's field size. If the going changes or non-runners affect the field size, you can adjust the settings accordingly. All columns are sortable, and you can do this by clicking on the R, W or percent, or in place example RP or percent, to see which horse has the best or worst chance against today's variables. So if, for instance, you think class is the most important variable, you click the percentage on class and it will display the runners in the race according to the horse with the highest win or place percentage, depending on your selection here, in percentage order. If you wanted to know in absolute terms the horse with the most places, you click the P. By sorting on percentage, we can instantly see the horses with the best chance in the race. In this case, we might be interested in Balti's Sister or Truly Madly. For those of you who prefer a more detailed analysis, you're going to love the Full Horse Form tab. Clicking on this tab enables us to drill down still further into a horse's past history to see how it fits with today's race profile. The page breaks down into three parts: the runner details, the race record and filters, and the individual race form. From this same page you can also choose the jockey or trainer radio buttons to switch between the horse, jockey and trainer and analyse their respective performances. Let's look at the horse form for Balti's Sister. In the second part of this page, in the blue section, we can see the horse's overall record since 2009. If we want to look at more recent years, we can select them from the drop-down. The horse's record is broken down by race type and by runs, wins, seconds and thirds. If we're only interested in a specific element of a horse's form, we can filter all of its runs against certain criteria. In this case, for a race at Wolverhampton, I'm going to filter the past performances against the AW or all-weather. This reduces the horse's overall form to just 6 runs, all of them on the all-weather, and we can review them individually from the race form section at the bottom of the page. If we further want to drill down into a horse's form and look at its performances, let's say only on today's distance, we can click the Distance tab and it will show us the remaining races. If we also want to look at the course, for instance, we can click the Course checkbox. And if we also want to look at today's class, we can tick Class. We can see in this case that we've now eliminated all of the races in Balti's Sister's past performances. Let's reinstate all of the runs. If we only want to know about the horse's wins or places, we can click the buttons in the bottom column. Clicking on Places, which also includes wins, will show a horse's form when it's won or been placed throughout its career. In this case, we can see that Balti's Sister has run 9 times where she's won or placed, and that includes 6 wins and 3 second places. I hope you can see the power of this full horse form tool in really drilling down into a horse's past performances to see how it's likely to fare against today's conditions. To get back to the full race cards at any point, just click today's race cards. When the result is in, there will be a second link for the result. Clicking on that link brings up the result in the same window. And those are the new Geegeez race cards with powerful form filters and race analysis reports. I hope you enjoy them. They're guaranteed to highlight value runners and winners, so stay tuned at geegeez.co.uk.